morning, everyone. Welcome back to my daily reading for Thursday, September the 2nd. I'm gonna attempt to be much more brief with today's reading than I have been in the past couple of days thus far. Okay, so I pulled the Emperor again. Remember the Emperor? Sure, he popped up earlier in the week. Monday, I think it was Monday. And then the Queen of Wands. Fire, fire. All right, that's that Aries energy. Fire. Queen of Wands. Fire. Followed by the Destiny card. Okay, this time the Emperor card is in its upright position. This card literally jumped out of the deck when I was shuffling, and I was like, wow, that's extra cool. So the Emperor card in reverse is saying, okay, I am going to take an action right now. I am going to move forward with something. I am going to grasp the situation by the root. I am going to handle this. I'm going to handle this situation right now. What I love about this Emperor, though, with his, it's just his long hair, and he doesn't have a crown or anything, and he has like these autumn leaves, in his hair, and that's so appropriate considering that we are in autumn now. Okay, so this is the time of that fiery energy. This can also be pointing to the time of Aries, whenever that is. I would have to look at my lunar calendar somewhere, but I'm not gonna go fishing for it right now. Anyhow, so yes, this is telling me that at some point, whether it's today, tomorrow, at some point during this autumn period, the fall, you're going to be really taking matters into your own hands, and what an appropriate corrective behavior and action that is, considering that this card was in reverse earlier in the month. So good for you for taking that advice. Anyhow, the Queen of Wands in its upright position, fiery woman full of wisdom, and she is just ready to take charge of something herself. She's got a spark of genius. There's that spark within her, and she is ready to move forward and light the way. Together, if this would be a romance reading, this is telling me that you have two people that are so like-minded and like-hearted. They would complement each other very well, okay? Particularly because we have this Destiny card over here, and I'll read that in a second, okay? So I would say there's a match going on here. So perhaps the Emperor is finally making his smooth operator move, his move towards his Queen of Wands, okay? And this is a fiery energy, so we'll see. So you fire signs out there, maybe this is your time, yeah, to take matters into hand, to move in on your girl. And you fire signs out there, the woman out there, well, guess what? Someone's coming into your life, and it's someone that's going to compliment you, and someone who is really going to be supportive of the things that you want to accomplish and your mission and that sort of thing, okay? This can also signify wonderful partnerships within business. So people who are working, or whether it's your own business, other businesses, or just workplace, period, there's going to be some cohesive unions going on this autumn, okay? It looks like to me. So today's reading is actually turning out to be sort of like a general theme here for the fall. Somehow I feel like this fall is going to be very significant for a lot of you out there, for making these unions, cohesive unions, okay? So this is good. This is very good. All right, the Destiny, no, enough about that. The Destiny card. Okay, we see the beautiful dolphin gliding along, happy-go-lucky, destiny, moving, and here we see the message. Acknowledge your mission. Align with your purpose. That also means that you need to align yourself with people who share the same type of purpose, or similar purpose, or like-minded purpose as you, okay? You need to, part of your destiny is to align yourself with people who acknowledge, respect, and will support your mission, okay? So we're leaving behind, early in the week, we're talking about those energies that were envious and jealous and just didn't really help us, and really took our fire and sort of sucked it away from us, right? Well, things are turning around, and it really does feel like you will be making these alliances for sure, okay? Whether they're friendly or business or romantic, okay? It also says you have gifts to share with the world. That's really cool. So whatever your gifts are, hey, share them with the world, express them, demonstrate them. It's not time to hold back, it's time to move forward. I just remembered something, folks. Remember last week we were talking about the ice and then coming out of that deep freeze and that kind of thing. Well, so far this week I'm seeing that really coming to pass. And it doesn't mean that you watch this at this very moment and this is going to pass like right now in 5 seconds. It doesn't have to be that way. But it is an energy, it is a shift, and it's like it's like the de-icing period, right? We're de-icing the runway, we're de-icing things, and we are really taking charge and aligning ourselves with the appropriate people, the resources, the communities, the like-minded folks that really do support our mission. And that is important, okay? Because if you align yourself with people who just want to block you and jab at you, you're just gonna stay kind of stuck, right? So we're moving forward here, and I just see very positive alliances here in a very general sense, okay? This is a very general reading. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Tomorrow's a weekend reading, and I'll see you then. Blessings from me to you always. Thank you for watching, subscribing, and sharing. And be sure to leave a comment if you'd like. Bye-bye.